Okay, so we're gonna add some additional updating to our player so that he's not, if we run it right now, he's gonna be stuck right in the middle of the screen. And it's a little boring, so we're gonna add a little bit of movement so he kind of moves around the center of the screen. Alright, so to do that, find your update player method. Inside here, type player.update, and then vector2 center equals a new vector2 400 by 240, which is the center of the screen, and another vector2 thumb vector equals a new vector2 and that's center.x minus the what's it called, the left x that we have used earlier, comma center.y minus left y. There, okay. And we're gonna have a vector, another vector2 it's called D, doesn't really matter. And this one is equal to center, that center vector minus our thumb vector times 0.1 f. And then we can say our player.center plus equals this D vector that we just made. But a little bit more. Vector2, I just called this one E, equals center minus player center times a 0.075 f, and then players dot center plus equals E. So if you guys type this stuff, and we should get, we should get a little bit of movement in our player here. So now he's not stuck in the middle of the screen. Cool. Can't see anything. Let me comment it really quick. Ugh. The player orbits around. Our thumb vector is the middle plus where the thumb stick is going. And this vector D, the 2, I don't know what the 2 is, but find the difference between the two. This affects both the speed at which it can move and the radius. It works in tandem, that's right, with vector E, and I have higher, faster and larger. I have higher, faster and larger. I think the higher this, we multiply this by, then the faster that our player would move around in a circle, like his acceleration, and the larger the radius that he does move within. And then we add that to the player's position. And then now we find the between difference between where the player should, I can't spell, should be and where he actually is. Movement lower, the larger the radius. And then add it back to the player's position. So that's the movement of our player.